Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the second channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be really testing out whether Lumi's actually back in the meta like I kind of predicted, and I feel like I might have been a bit too quick on a prediction. We'll see by the end of today's video. We'll see whether she's actually back in the meta or not. So she received one buff. We'll take a look here. There's some Brawl Wikipedia, I think, or Brawl fandom. But anyways, as you can see, so with Lumi, I thought I played with her in my team when I was doing the Global push Friday when the balance changes hit, and I thought, okay, Lumi seems a lot stronger. And then on Saturday, I went to record a second channel video, played about 4 games of Lumi in ranked. I didn't go too well, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of research here and see. So what they put in the patch notes, they put that the previous projectile speed nerf was undone, if that makes sense. So it should have gone back to what it was previously, but as you can see here, so in October last year, you can see that the projectile speed went from 3,400 to 3,000, and then it was only buffed up to 3,150. So it does feel a lot faster. You can definitely feel the buff. But again, I don't think I tried out Lumi enough in my top 10 brawler video to really come to a good conclusion. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nerfs for Lumi, but I think since that projectile speed nerf, that did impact her a lot and push her down the meta. They're probably trying to go in between that 3,000 and 3,400 point and see whether she actually lands in a good spot. But yeah, we're going to test her out, so let's jump into it. All right, guys, jumping into the first game then. So I can't just absolutely handpick every single best map and mode for her. I think Hot Zone would be the best. We kind of know already. I think even like before the nerf, she was before the buff, sorry, she was already like good into Hank, Frank, and other things in Hot Zone. She still had that small niche. Outside of that, not really usable. So let's see. I think Safe Zone could be like a half decent in between point, because it's still, you know, gonna get outranged, right? But she's still like a half decent defender, because of the amount of damage she can rack up, and she can still do some good damage onto the safe. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Lumi here. So yeah, I was going into, so that's why I've not recorded. I was just really angry with that recording in general, and I was a bit annoyed with myself. I think because there's so much going on, I'm gonna give myself an excuse, right? Normally I get, like, when I do prediction videos on the best 10 brawlers in the game, or 15, when balance changes drop, I'm normally pretty good, especially with some outsiders, like Ruffs in the past and other brawlers. But with this one, I thought, okay, Lumi, I didn't really play her, and I was like, okay, the projectile speed is back to what it was before. Surely she's going to be back in the meta. And lo and behold, they didn't even buff it to what it was before. So in the patch notes, they kind of like, I think things were a little bit rushed with balance changes, and you know, especially when Global was released and balance changes on top of it, there was a lot happening. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind again here and flip-flop back. But again, I don't know. I'm not totally convinced by Lumi. I think when I played her, especially, I think I had like Guesty on my team. I played her on like Harder Up Mine. I played her in a few other maps, and I just still felt like I was getting outranged too much. So whether it's a projectile speed issue or it's actually like a health issue, I think a health buff, if she's not that great after I use her right now, would go a long way. I don't want them to buff the range again. That's just too toxic. I think a health buff would be a nice in between. But let's see. So Lumi, I think before this buff was, yeah, it was by far the worst she's ever been. In the previous meta, especially with buffies, she was like low-key D tier, maximum low C tier, maximum, guys. She was not used in pro play whatsoever. So right now, again, I can be useful as a defender and then a brawler that can eventually get onto the safe. So got to think about Lumi. The projectile speed was buffed, but I've got to get used to it. And as well, when I was playing, I was like, okay, I'm just recalling my shots back way too quickly here. I've got to make sure that I'm getting maximum damage. So we may as well go in here on the safe, because as Lumi, we can deal a lot of damage. Let's see if we can kill. How don't I kill the Colt there? So that's just a skill issue. I should be killing the Colt easily, but yeah, if they leave me on the safe, I can deal a lot of damage. I can still deal with a Miko somewhat there. The amount of damage I can put out is substantial. Again, I'm going to pop my gadgets down here so they can't push forward. Miko's going to try and kill me here, but as long as I can connect some shots. Oh, he's so weak. What did I just get? Oh, I got slowed by Miko's I was like, wait, Colt just slow? Yeah, Colt can slow as well. Okay, that's 2 slows built in there. I mean, we're just going to have to say goodbye to one of our shields there, because what can we really do when there's a Miko there? Okay, we really need to do something. Let's try and get that kill onto Brock. There we go. I mean, I'm probably a goner here. We may as well just go for some extra safe damage. Okay, let's slow the Colt. Brock, we should be able to get a bit of damage on. I was hoping he at least got that shield down. This is not looking good, especially with a Colt incoming as well. I'm going to try and deal with these guys. And yeah, I didn't feel too bad. It's just the fact that we have a Daryl on our team and they have a Miko who's just much better in terms of offensive damage. I feel like me and Spike were just caught in between. We weren't really dealing with Miko. We weren't really dealing damage to the safe. I think we could have definitely played things a bit better. So let's just pop gadgets down here. So this Miko's a little bit more isolated. He's having to jump back now. Just got to deal with, like, Miko's a good distraction. He will get good damage, but we've just got to make sure this Colt or Brock isn't getting onto safe, which is hard because they both outrange us, right? But we've got to make sure they're not getting some free shots onto the safe. So Daryl finally has his super here. So I guess we can try and be a bit more defensive. Let's just pop our gadget down here. I know it's not really getting the best value, but Daryl's going to go in. We really need to try and go in and get some damage with him. But yeah, Lumi's range just sucks. It's so bad. It's so hard to get him to people's ranges. So Colt's going to go in here. Again, we need to deal with this Brock better. Maybe I go far left here and not allow the Miko just to get free reign onto this side of the map. Again, he's just going to jump in. Maybe... oh, we missed that connection there. Alright, can we get some... oh, we can't. Because these guys just outrange us too easily. I mean, we're doing some decent duty. But when there's two people pinching us, what can we really do in this instance? I think Spike needs to... he needs to go up more. He's just sat on defense a little bit too much. And that's just getting them ultimate pressure. Okay. Again, this Miko's going to jump up. I've got to try and follow my Daryl in. This is really bad. Hopefully Brock can't kill me from here. Yes, he can. Every single time. Every time. I just can't get within range. And Spike is still just sitting really far back in our spawn. What can you really do in that instance? So we can't really block that damage, can we? I'm just going to pop hypercharge here and try and do something. I know that was a terrible super, but... that's another shield down. This is so bad, guys. This is so bad. Okay, yeah, Daryl is taking all of that damage, and we really need... yeah, this is a loss. This is an absolute loss, but what can I do? There's a Spike just sitting there the entire time, just absolutely doing nothing. I mean, I tried, guys. I tried. Lumi didn't feel the greatest. My teammate was not good whatsoever. How, as a Spike, are you doing so little damage? You can't win the game if you're just literally sitting on defense the whole time. You can't. You can't. Okay, so that's the first game with Lumi. Wasn't as bad as I thought, but just wasn't really that impactful. Alright guys, jumping into the second game then. So definitely something that you probably don't want to do really. I reckon Lumi would be more of a reactive pick. And there's probably good ways to counter Lumi. But it's still a decent map for her. Hot zone, open business. This is the first proper test in terms of, like, this should be Lumi's bread and butter, right? Look at it. It's just complete control, and that's what Lumi is really good at. So again, I was facing a Colt and a Brock, and I just felt like everything was just outranging me. And now we're facing probably a Hacker B. This is great, isn't it? I have faced off against 3 hackers already. Well, this will be the 3rd one today already. After, what, 2 hours of playing? Really fun, isn't it, Brawl Stars? Really fun. Really fun. I love this game. And there's also another hack, by the way. I bet you guys are bored of me saying this, because it doesn't affect everyone, and that's probably why they've not came up with a faster solution. But there's also a new hack where you can literally get a speed boost, and I've seen it on ladder, for example. These hackers are giving themselves speed boosts, auto dodge, and I don't know if they have like true aimbot, but they have the ability to shoot out their shot on 0 ping, basically. Like, they're literally wired into the servers, which is insane. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a struggle, I believe, because well, B outranges us. We haven't really, again, like, you want to draft Lumi into a Hank tank, something like that. So yeah, I might struggle here. And Mortis is Mortis is definitely a good counter, especially with his buffies. Let's see if this is a hacker. I'm going to bet 99%. And we're also facing off against a match arena winner, so just to make things a little bit worse. I don't want to face off against this B in the open either. And yeah, this isn't going to go well, is it? I mean, at least with Lumi, we can't really dodge, right? I could just smell it. I could smell it a million miles away. Come on, come on. Oh, at least we got the kill. I can smell this Akabe just stinks of a sweaty nerd that just has no life. All right. Yeah, look, let's be shooting me off the screen before I can even look where they are. Okay, maybe we can... Oh, this is bad, guys. This is really bad, but this is the state of Brawl Stars right now. Okay, maybe we can sneak up a little bit here. I mean, what can you realistically do right now? Right, pop gadget. That means Meeple's stuck. There we go. I mean, the gadget is still very broken with Lumi. Perfect. Getting up a little bit here. Okay, we finally got Gree. That's a bit of damage onto B. Okay. We're popping off right now. There we go. A bit of control. Juju, pop off for me right now. Okay, nice. I'm going to pop gadget here just to give us a bit more control. Right, we've got hypercharge. We need to make use of it. We need to make use of it, and we'll try it on the Mortis right now. But the problem is, like, we're in range of everybody. Well, everyone outranges us pretty much. Okay, we get it slow onto Meeple. This is looking good, and we're definitely dead by this Mortis. What can we even do against that? It's just not a very good Lumi meta, is it? Like, Mortis is one of her best counters, one of the best brawlers inside of the game. What do you even do at this point? What do you do? Just keep using all these terrible brawlers. Like my video today, I'm using brawlers that fell off, and I'm just losing ranks. I'm using Lumi, who are like that prediction is so wrong, by the way. I'm not even gonna try and defend. She's just not a top 10 brawler. I thought they reverted it back. I thought they reverted it back to what it was before. There's zero chance she'll be a top 10 brawler, guys. There's zero chance. And there's also been enough days to tell. So, yeah. Right, let's try and contest with this B in the middle at least a little bit here. Like, they just have such a free matchup with this Mortis into a Juju and a Lumi. Like, hello? How are we supposed to win this? Okay, I'm just going to leave them there. Like, we've got a gadget as well that can slow them. Of course, Mortis is just going to chain like crazy. Okay, Juju... Mina's playing really well there. And I'm just going to get eaten alive. Yeah, this is great, guys. This is so fun. I just love Brawl Stars. I love playing this game. Alright. I've got to wait for that. Super Twix. I don't know why the Juju is pushing into them when there's a Meeple Super, bro. Why? And I can't do anything when flipping Mortis' gadget snipes you through walls and deals 3k damage. Lumi is just gonna stand no chance against that. So this is just not a Lumi meta, guys. Excuse me for being abhorrently wrong with my predictions. Bro, I need to get rid of this flipping... There we go. But maybe we can somehow win this. I think this Mino's completely carrying our zone time. And I am on planet... no, not on planet Earth actually right now. I'm on planet Neptune. My head is on Mars. Just don't know what to do. Thankfully, Smino's playing very good, but Mortis is about to get a team wipe. And what can you even do about it? Because I'm playing Lumi, and I'm squishier than flipping Tick. Right. Reasonable crash out there. Oh, what can I physically do against the Mortis? It's impossible. It's impossible to do anything against him. He also has a flipping star power that reduces all the damage that I'm going to put out to him anyway. There is a small hope, though. There is small hope. Come on, come on, come on. Please, yes, throw him out the wall. You got to get him now. Oh, we are cooked. What can I even do here? Bro, he goes through walls. He goes through walls and you can't touch him. Right, I can't even try and get a good Lumi game, bro. Literally, the only reason you'd go Lumi is against counter tanks. I'm facing off against hackers. I'm facing off against hard counters. Lumi is not back in the meta, okay? I've tried her enough times now. This is like 7 games plus of Lumi in ranked, and I don't think I've won one. So yeah, she still sucks. I was wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully another brawler video is a bit more positive. But yeah, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.